Let us not dawdle. Always keep your eye on the prize.
Join me in prayer.
I always keep my options open. presence out of existence!
Prognosis is favorable. Knows all, comprehends all. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause. I understand your intent. I hear you moving. No more. If I must.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. It will be done.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. You, my Emperor! I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
My enemies are always
make it happen. It's as good as done. Who if not me? I'll make it happen. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Unleashed my fury.
Our foes reek of cowardice. The fame-hungry come. Cubs, feel the icy bite of death! So shall it be. None! Hand is thunder! My strike is ruin!
Just a minor setback.
Your heart out for this.
My vow is to serve. Let the cycle be discontinued. Running by news, the Omnisire condemns you. The Omnisire comprehends all.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. This tedium is beneath me. I'll deal death with my hands. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If I must.
Indeed. I will do my duty.
chosen! Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. You, my Emperor! I'll do it. Is why I was chosen.
Martyrdom is the reward.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. Accept your lot. Consider this a taste of what's to come. Who, if not me? Your end was inevitable. I'll make it happen.
So it shall be. The scriptural provider creates you machine spirits.
The art of pain.
We function as one. My competences are not that universal.
Another soul slips beyond the veil. Hear you moving, no more. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet. The soul slips beyond the veil.
It will be done. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
What a disgrace.
Tis time to taste the brew of battle! The drink of axe and vodka grim!
I'll savor your suffering.
Request approved.
To you.
My vow is to serve. Request approved. The Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must. If it serves your cause.
You call this a strike?
A born predator does not become prey!
I'll see to it, personally. It's as good as done. Who, if not me? I'll make it happen. best
Your
defense
last stroke
is a
of
good
luck.
offense.
You will pay for this in blood.
I challenge you, damn get.
Woe to you!
See how the wolf succeeds. Cubs play. Give this task to someone lesser. I don't like that. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument!
I'll do it.
You call this a strike?
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Your last stroke of luck.
As the Emperor commands, I act. This is why I was
You will
chosen.
pay for this in blood.
I'll do it. My Emperor!
To you.
A tactically sound approach. It will be done. I will do my duty. Victory is imminent.
You call this a strike?
The scriptural prognosis is function successfully terminated. My vow is to serve. Request approved. Running binary override.
What an anguish! Save.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. I understand your intent. If I must. Pay with your blood in the name of Kaela Mensha Kane! Fortune favors the
Pay for
swift.
this in blood.
it serves your cause. Ancestors, guide me! This tedium is beneath me. I deal death with my hands.
Woe to you!
When Fenris is in battle, oceans bleed!
I'll make it happen. Who, if not me? Consider this a taste of what's to come. I'll make it happen. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Strike! Your last stroke of luck! You will pay for this in blood!
None! Feel the icy bite of death! Wolves reign! See! Bite mega pop!
Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated. I'll do it.
My place is at the fore. Indeed. It will be done.
Momentum. Advancing. The spiritual desire condemns you. Running binary override. The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
I understand your intent.
I will make everyone wrong. You will know the taste of anguish. Yet another monk to blame. I will bathe in your sweet terror. Tired.
Keep your wits about you. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. I always have a backup plan. Is there money to be made?
Monkey... rogue trader. There is something you must do for me. The soul of Erimeris, the Archon of the Reaving Tempest. It should belong to me. I do not know where, I do not know how, but that bitch tried to dispatch me without sullying her own hands, and she deserves to lose her life. Her soul will remain in my soul trap. When we at last face each other, and we will face each other, even if I have to gut all of Camorra to do it. And if you're there when it happens, do not even think of trying to deliver the final blow. Only an Aziriesh has the right to take the life of an Aziriesh, and that right is mine. It is all somewhat more complicated than you're capable of understanding. Our game of old must come to an end. My first step went awry because of Nazrake's treachery. Now all I must do is finish what I started. Destroy her with my own hands before she destroys me. Simply killing her is not enough for me. No, it is too banal. Keeping her imprisoned for all eternity in a cage of misery from which there is no escape. That is a fate more to my liking. Her fury and torment will feed me until her spirit dries up like a fountain of blood spraying from a sliced artery. And also, it might make her resurrection problematic. Naive creature. The homunculi of Camorra, including Tavantius, whom Erimeris favors, are able to regenerate our slain kin from small pieces of flesh held in amniotic tubes. Any Drakari you kill on the field of battle can come for you again, albeit at a price, since the homunculus claims a portion of their client's soul as payment for this precautionary measure. Perhaps Erimeris was desperate enough or insane enough to resort to such a contract. Who knows? Having Erimeris' soul in my keeping might make her regrown form, if one appears, defective. She might not remember me or you at all. Erimeris is my sister. What does it matter? Yes. I valued her until she went too far in her attempts to dispose of me. She valued me until I refused to bare my throat for the blade without a word. Our relationship has come to a dead end. Now the tie between us must be severed. The answer I was expecting. I do not expect to wait long for the confrontation. When my sister learns of what occurred in the arena, she will send assassins or decide to come herself. What are you looking at? Correct. Directly into the nerve centers. Direct stimulation of the trigger points, provoking constant, unrelenting pain. Do you know how pleasurable it feels when your suffering rings out in unison with another's? The overwhelming ecstasy when your own agony bleeds into the agony of your enemy. My world is woven from that pleasure. I can show you that world. I can teach you. If you do as you are told. An obedient pet. Good. Then start by carrying out my order. If we meet Erimeris, she is mine. And now, go. I'm finished with you. For now.
instructions protect the machine. May the filters of knowledge... May your...
May Terra's light.
Lord Captain.
Let us reign, Fenris.
You want to know how and to what end I orchestrated all of this? Ask your questions. When Irimaris ordered us to lay waste to the monkey settlements, Tazara and I encountered resistance. I have hunted your kin too long not to notice how well you in particular were fending off our attacks. The rout in Tazara's arena, the appearance at the plundered vessel. Your kind are usually powerless against us, but not on that occasion. I began to suspect that you could not have managed it without outside help. Help from our side. I began sending out spies and assassins. My eyes and ears infiltrated your vessel, your cities, and they discovered a trail that led back to one of your worlds. A trail that ended with a burned monkey, the source of the information about where and when my cabal was going to strike. A little trickery to draw you away from the planet. And I had your little informant in my grasp. How the information was reaching his agents, the burned monkey himself did not even know. But based on the units involved and other details, it was clear. No monkey in real space could have gathered such specifics about raid complements and objectives. No, it was inconceivable. The information was being fed to you by my own kind, and I knew who. Irimaris Aziriesh, Archon of the Reaving Tempest, my former mistress. A cowardly bitch who punishes anyone who threatens her grip on power. I knew that to win a war against her, I would need the support of the Reaving Tempest's patron, the Cabal of the Black Heart. So I allied with Nazrake, who presided over the trial. I promised him that Irimaris would be humiliated. I promised him evidence. A lowly monkey that would disgrace Irimaris in the eyes of the Archons. For that performance, I needed you. Of course. If I'm not mistaken, you met the infiltrator yourself. A Cabalite who left a lava from Tavantius in one of the monkey. Or did you never work out the reason for the treachery during the raid on your ship so long ago now? Then there is no need for me to mention the sleeper agents hidden on your worlds. Overthrowing an Archon is far from easy, even one who has already tarnished her reputation. Every member of a Cabal has their supporters, and Irimaris is no exception. Nazrake promised me a sham trial in the Obsidian Court with a predetermined outcome. Irimaris should have been convicted and dethroned. I was supposed to take her place and turn the Reaving Tempest into a loyal vassal of the Black Heart. Nazrake was supposed to be the axe that fell on her neck. But it fell on mine instead. It was devious and worthy of praise, but why? A secret pact with the Rimmeris, or is there another reason? I will tear the answer from his throat along with his final breath. It must be said that Nazrake did not have to try very hard to turn the court against me. Not after the stunt you pulled before the assembled Archons. Who? I have no idea what you saw in your stupor. The homunculus' creature does not elicit specific images. It muddles your mind, forcing it to paint suitable pictures evoking confusion or fear. Neither Devantius nor I care about fussy monkey rituals. The lava must have created a suitable environment for you, one in which you would be more willing to answer my questions in the Obsidian Court. What do any of my kind do in real space? We were reaping. Kamara was clamoring for meat. The Dark City had suffered losses in the latest disjunction. We needed sources of sweet pain to prime its minds and bodies. When the Archon bade my cabal collect the harvest from the region, I did not suspect that it would turn into this game between you and me. Conspiring? No. There was no plot between us. She merely rushed to my bait. At first, I planned to use the one you trusted, the burned monkey with whom we had spent long hours awaiting your arrival. But my cousin was so swift. Afterward, she tracked down the monkey, killed him, and took the device that he had been using to contact me. She told me what she had seen in your chambers. A piece of her home, destroyed, twisted beyond recognition, reduced to a trophy on a wall. Yes, that was the breaking point for her. The final drop in a deep well of doubt, dispelling her naive trust of Monkey once and for all. And then she came seeking answers from her dark cousin. I did not ask her to hand you over to me. No, doing that would have made my poor cousin doubt herself even more than she was already. I simply told her where to seek out the traces of her craft world and the answers to her questions. A favor for a kinswoman, nothing more. And then I made ready for your arrival. For the only way she would reach that place was with you. When a monkey is left alone with me and my art of pain, I plunge them into a deep well of suffering from which they will do anything to escape. Your kind have fragile souls. Your convictions and principles are a delusion that lends a mirage of meaning to your lives. Achilles and I had plenty of time alone together before your arrival. When he went out to meet you, he was already mine. I bought his loyalty with a promise to never touch his body or his mind ever again. I know it exists. I know that my cabal found it, helpless and stationary, unable to protect its sons and daughters. I know that Iliad's kin began showing up as prisoners in the Reaving Tempest Spire, where they were fonts of exquisite, delightful pain. I spent too much time beyond the limits of our home to learn more than that. But that was enough to tempt Iliad with false hope.
Why do you say that? I promised to reunite her with her kin. A long-awaited reunion in a torture chamber. I find that very touching. They would have had so much to discuss. But there would have been time for fun as well. We cousins get together so rarely, after all.
We've already had words. I have no reason to conceal the truth now. Iliad has outlived her usefulness to me. Watching her face as she learned the truth was priceless. Mandrakes. A foul breed that lurks in the bowels of Camorra. Their ability to find paths through the shadows was put to good use. I promised them forbidden trophies from the Reaving Tempest's coffers once I am Archon. Let them come for what they're owed. They will regret it. Did you not hear me when I answered you the first time? I do not like to repeat myself. Then what else do you need? The continuation of my existence. When I lost my standing, I became fair game for anyone tempted by the prospect of slaying a disgraced Cabalite, for vengeance or just for the pleasure of the kill. In Camorra, a lone Drukhari is a target. My talents may be prodigious, but I held no illusions about my chances. You cannot hope to understand the intricacies of Camorra and how it is structured. We are all each other's allies and worst enemies here. Towers of strength and duplicitous traitors both. The cults have always been half a step below the cabals in the hierarchy, and the witches relished the chance to abuse someone who once looked down on them. If our conversation is finished, I had no intention of ending my days playing the role of meat in the arena. And then you blithely offered me an alliance after what I'd done to you. Why? Mention the word pity to me once more, and you will bitterly, bitterly regret it. Our conversation is over. Rogue trader? The Dark City is the bastion of the Drukhari, the most magnificent of all our strongholds. The Cabals, witch cults, and the Incubi inhabit the place, with swarms of scourges flying overhead and a myriad of misfits and horrors, including the covens of the Homunculi wallowing underfoot. Which do you want to know about? The Cabals are the foundation upon which rests the power of the one who rules Camorra, Asdrubal Vecht. Whether it is a mob of berserkers or an organized cartel, their essence is the same. An army of killers, ready to ravage entire worlds at the behest of their leaders, or to rip out the throats of a neighboring cabal in a war declared by the Archons. What more do you need to know that you have not already beheld with your own eyes? They are the mistresses of the arenas, and they're the gladiators who feed the audience in their ravenous agony with exquisite spectacles. Cults often travel to real space on the Cabal's raids to revel in the pain and to capture fresh meat for their arenas. The aloof Incubi. They dedicate their lives to the art of killing, so much so that they do not plot or chase after delicious torment. All their hatred and longing for suffering are channeled toward perfecting their skill. Winged Drukhari, who have chosen to go through an agonizing process to become such a monstrosity. They escort raiding ships and inflict the first strike on the enemy. In Camorra, these creatures huddled in flocks so that they do not fall victim to the more formidable of their kin. Artists of the flesh who prefer to hide away in their laboratories and create nightmares from the materials their servants supply. Engines of pain, grotesques, racks, all are the fruits of their subtle craft. On a mountain of bodies, bathing in our enemies' tears and blood. Do not deceive yourself by thinking we will escape this place alive without violence. I, for one, hope that there will be plenty of it. But there is one unfortunate detail. An Arabenian has stepped into your path, one of Kegarak's tribe, who lurk in the tangle of the webway. I've heard them called harlequins in your tongue. The one that appeared in the Obsidian Court is the most dangerous and unpredictable of all. I'm beginning to think that his visit is a sign that the events unfolding around us have not been left to chance. Perhaps they are the result of interference, at the behest of the highest authority. They have not, to my deepest regret. Perhaps it is I who should try to show some initiative now. Do not keep me waiting too long. My weapon is tired of languishing in its sheath. Rogue trader, do not keep me...
came back from the dark, Ellen.
So said.
Thank you for watching. If you like this, like, comment, and subscribe for more, or catch me live on my Twitch.